Good morning, guys. Just realized that I haven't actually said good morning yet. It's 8:40. I've been up since 7. Took Duncan to school, came back, had breakfast and everything. Just been kind of sitting back, catching up on things. My weekly news video is public now. Went live at 8 a.m. Not exploding with views yet or anything. Wouldn't expect it to yet. But at least it's out there. I am definitely going to have to take some time today and work on my office because it's a mess in here. And like I said yesterday, we are going to have company coming tonight. So need to make sure that this place does not look like an absolute pigsty. It definitely does look a little bit better having the softboxes not there. And I hate to do it, but I'm probably going to end up taking them down today. I need to go through my whole, under the desk over there's a whole thing full of camera gear. I need to go through that and see just what, if anything, I've got in there that's useful. I know I've got a lot of good stuff in there, but I also have to put away the softboxes and see if they'll fit in there. I don't know. We'll have to figure out a better way to store all of my camera stuff. Maybe stick it in the attic, the stuff that I'm not going to be using longer term. Of course, if I'm not going to be using it, I really shouldn't be keeping it, right? I don't know. There's way too much going on in here. Hooray, USPS showed up. And this is actually exactly what I've been waiting for. I even forgot it was going to be delivered today. Ordered a couple of 12 outlet surge protectors because I've got a surge protector under there that's just, it's 6 outlets, it's completely jam-packed full, and it's just time to upgrade. Got an additional surge protector over here that has 5 outlets and it's completely full. I do have a couple of spare outlets right there. I don't know. Power optimization in this room is just not very good. Again, the whole thing kind of needs to be rethought out and replanned. And your new shoes have showed up. Okay, we got some Brooks GTS 15 size 8B. Taking bets on whether they're the right sizes or not.
I'm really hoping they're the right size.
You're hoping. Okay, here we go. Left shoe is a size 8, medium. Right shoe, drum roll, is size 8, medium.
Yay!
Hooray! They're shoes and they actually match. Now we just have to go back to the Finish Line store and return the ones that don't match. Unfortunately, my order of shoes got canceled for whatever reason. They just sent me an email and said, here's an update on your order. We canceled it. Go away. But luckily, because we did order 2 pairs of shoes at the same time, we had it over a certain amount, so the coupon I had worked, so we actually got free shipping on it. They didn't refund that, so that's good. I didn't even properly look in my box earlier. I forgot that this was coming. So this is actually a tablet mount for my Phantom 3, meaning that I can actually attach this to the controller and be able to use a larger tablet. Like, I think it's a 7.9 inch, so I could take something up to the Shield tablet and put it on there and use that instead of using a small phone. So much better. Ooh, very sturdy and nice and cold. That is solid aluminum with a big old ball on the end of it. This, however, feels like, well, it's not like cheap plastic, but it's definitely plastic. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less, but doesn't feel too bad. There we go. Much, much better than the stock mount. And the Shield tablet even fits in there. It doesn't fit in there extraordinarily well, meaning that it's really close to the sticks, but it does fit. Well, that was hopefully decently worthwhile. Just saw links over on Slick Deals or somewhere. Google Play Music is having a sale. You can apparently pick up a 1-month, 3-month, or 6-month subscription to Google Play Music, which brings along all of the ad-free music and everything, listening to whatever you want from Google Play, anytime, downloading it to your device. Normally it's like $10 a month, but they've got them for 50% off, so it's $5 a month, 15 for 3 months, 30 for 6 months. And because I bought the Nexus 5X a few months ago, I have like $50 in Google Play credit. Add to that the fact that I've been doing these Google Play reward surveys. I've had more than that. I think I was sitting on right at $60. Unfortunately, there is tax applied to it, so I was not able to buy a full year of subscription, but I am set through the middle of January of next year. I have Google Play Music. The cool thing about that is it also comes with YouTube Red. Actually, I need to check to see if that even applied. Didn't even think about that. It says account type standard. Balls. That is a ridiculous facepalm there. Luckily, I was able to find the answer to my problem on Slick Deals. So if you do want to do this, if you want to get Google Play Music plus YouTube Red for a very reasonable price, no ads on YouTube, plus all of the exclusive content, plus all of the Google Play Music stuff for 6 months to a year to up to 5 years stackable if you've got the Google Play credits or if you just want to invest in it. Somebody on Slick Deals pointed out that after you add this to your account, you don't actually get YouTube Red until you go in and hit that stupid subscribe button. Basically, until you give them your credit card information saying, once this is done, once all of my gift subscription is done, start charging me money, start charging me $10 a month. I'm just like, I don't really want that, but I'll just put a little notification on my calendar to go in and check it when it gets close to time. So maybe January 1st of next year, I'll go check it. But when I go to YouTube now, it says account type YouTube Red. I like this. I like this a lot. I just heard that there is food to be had. Food. Quite a little while later now, Christina just took off. She had to run into her office. There's some things going on there, so she had to go in and see her boss for a little while. So I'm hanging out with the littlest man. He's been just snoozing away. I probably ought to wake him up so I don't have to deal with him all of the night. But I did take just a few minutes earlier and I opened up one of these surge protectors. Normally I've got a 6 outlet surge protector under there. Now we have a 12 outlet one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can see I got 5 outlets left. And that end of it actually seems to have some cable management stuff, but not using it, probably won't be using it. Cable management will look a little bit better here in a couple of days because I'm gonna have that whole tower entertainment system thing to take care of some of it. But that is still going to be relatively unmanageable. What I might end up doing is trying to push it back there behind the desk. I've got a UPS back there that's currently relatively underutilized, but still really nice to have for keeping track of modem and router so that when the power goes out, when it inevitably goes out, especially during the winter, I don't have to worry about going offline. I'll still be good to go. My computers will be down, so I'll have laptops and I'll have tablets and phones and everything and still be able to be on. Well, it's getting better in here. Definitely getting better. Took the duster and just sort of went around and dusted everything. I've got a lot of more stuff on the desk I got to take care of, but my whole filming work setup is definitely looking much better. I think I'm actually going to try to make a video with the Yongnuo without the filter on it. Just sort of curious to see what it looks like. I'll probably have to turn the light down before I can actually film with it because I think I've got it set to 100. It definitely doesn't need to be there. But really, if I can use it and have it look like that without actually having to have the diffuser panel on it, it looks so much better that way. It looks like it doesn't have a trash bag over it now. I also went ahead, I've got this hidden back in this whole mess here. There's a charging station and I've got it hooked up now. I had it sitting in there for so long, completely unpowered, just because I couldn't get to it. I still can't really get to it. At some point I need to go through here and get rid of a lot of this excess stuff. There's a lot of older phones in there. There's a lot of just older cases and covers and things like that. Things I'm not using, so I've got to find something to do with it. But I do still have some more stuff to do. I'm probably going to go through and deal with a lot of these books at some point, not today. And I spent a little bit of time last night going through IKEA's website and sort of designing my ideal replacement shelving unit wardrobe thing. As I've mentioned a couple of times before, it's the PAX wardrobe solution from IKEA. And technically you can get it without doors on it, and it starts at like $170 or $190 depending on the height that you want. So you get that, and then you start putting $25 or $30 shelves and drawers into it. But just doing something like that, I could get rid of this bookshelf, this filing cabinet, all the stuff in those little sets of drawers, and those drawers could be used for something better. Lots of the stuff in these boxes, that white set of drawers, and just have a much cleaner, much better organized setup. This entire bottom drawer here, for example, is completely filled up with micro USB cables. Well, micro USB, mini USB, lightning, whatever other cable like that you're gonna use for a mobile device, it's in there, as well as all of the USB adapters for it. And I don't need that many of them. I've got a ridiculous amount of them. So I'm still trying to decide exactly how I wanna do the IKEA thing. I looked online and it's like $120 to have this thing shipped. And having it spec'd out roughly where I want it to be, it's looking like it's gonna be in the $600 or $700 range. And that's for the really tall one with a decent amount of drawers and shelves in it. Probably end up even adding more shelves and drawers to it just so that I do have them. But that is the good thing about it, is I can always come back later and add more to it. And I probably would go ahead and do it with the doors on it, either the sliding or not, I don't know. Just because I would hate to have it in here and have all that stuff in there and then, you can see everything all the time. I mean, this is bad enough because you can see everything in it, which means you do need to kind of keep it organized, and as you can see, I ain't done that. But it's just a matter of time, just a matter of figuring out exactly what I want, how I want to lay it out, where I want to put it, and making it happen. Well, little by little, the office is definitely looking better. Just moving things, organizing things, making it look better. But if you couldn't guess, the littlest man woke up. He's in a bit of a mood. Actually, I think his belly's hurting him. He just had a bottle and firmly spit up quite a bit of it and filled his pants and everything, so that's loads of fun. However, I did take a little bit of time and started messing around with the Zippo with the lighter, as well as the hand warmer. And I put a little bit of the fluid down in this, like literally just a little bit. I didn't do the whole 6 hours, 12 hours thing. Just poured a few drops in, lit it up, and boy, that thing is very, very hot to the touch. It is very lucky that they ship it with this package, because once it's inside its little carrying pouch, it's much, much more comfortable. Put this in a pocket, you're good to go. I also filled up the Zippo. Did not exactly intend to, just because I don't intend to use it all that much, but there you go. It's a Zippo, it works. gets the job done. And yes, I filled it up outside, you know, well ventilated area and whatnot, although it does still have a smell in here. And that's sort of to be expected. This little thing is having a chemical reaction right now. It has lighter fluid in it, and it is reacting with it and reacting to the air around it. So anything very close to it, you're gonna smell it. So I'm gonna be wearing a hoodie probably this afternoon, and I'm gonna just have it in the pocket of that and just see how long it stays warm for, because I lit it up probably an hour ago and it's still going strong. And that's a pleasant surprise. I didn't think this was gonna come for another day or two, but there's the wall mount, the 3-shelf mount for the wall, for there. Question becomes, do I do that today? Do I do that shortly? Or do I wait until this weekend? Because we do have company coming and I really don't want to make a big mess in here. But it would also be very nice to have all of that organized and looking pretty. It doesn't look half bad right now, but it could look much better if everything were mounted on the wall. Giving the little one a bottle, and he has that little fist clenched up. He gonna punch me. Don't punch me. You might hurt me. Grrr. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me. I'm punched. Were you involved?
Maybe.
Maybe. You'll punch her. Well, that's an interesting one. I was sitting here watching a video and just happened to look down at the Drobo, and I noticed all the lights over here were yellow, and then they all turned off. And it's been doing this since. From what I can tell, it looks like it just did an update or something. I'm checking in the Drobo dashboard to see what's going on with it. I don't know. It does show my drive back again. It looks like everything's back up. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. The status shows that it's good. Shows the firmware level is right. It's the same one that it was before. I don't have a clue what just happened, but for whatever reason, my Drobo just rebooted itself. Okay, interesting. Well, it is quite a bit later at this point. It's actually almost 7 o'clock already. Our friends are going to be coming over here in just a little bit. They were supposed to be here just a little while ago, but they haven't made it yet. As it turns out, they actually were stopping to get dinner for me. They're bringing food for us, but the food that they're bringing is not something that I'm really keen on. It's a roast, like a beef roast, and it's a flavor I've never enjoyed. She loves it. She makes it all the time, and I begrudgingly eat it because family. Yeah. But I just got a text message from him a few minutes ago saying, you know, I'm going to go pick up some B-dubs. What do you want? I forgot entirely that they were bringing a roast. I thought they were bringing B-dubs, BW3 Buffalo Wild Wings. I thought they were bringing that for all of us. No, it's apparently just for me. So now I feel bad. But there's Ella sleeping. That makes her feel better. Wow, it's quite a bit later. It's actually after 10 o'clock. It's almost 10:15. Our friends just left, and I did not pull out the camera while they were here. But that's okay.
I'm exhausted.
She's exhausted. He's not exhausted. He's ready to go because he slept about half the time they were here. But we had fun and we talked. We had dinner. Ended up Jason, the male friend of the group. He and I sat in here and just talked tech for a long time. We talked about drones. We talked about just all things IT and all things that I've been reviewing. And we talked about VR and quadcopters and just all sorts of stuff. And I actually ended up sending him home with a box, kind of like a goodie bag, a doggy bag of tech. So like a VR headset and Bluetooth earbuds and a bunch of the leftover stuff from Geek Fuel boxes, like posters that I haven't been hanging up from that and from T-Blocks boxes. So thoroughly saddled him up with things, and more to the point, just because I had things that were just overflowing from shelves and drawers, so super helpful to be able to do that without having to pay to ship something somewhere. And we are rapidly approaching the end of the evening. Oh wow, it's actually almost midnight at this point. It's 11:40. Christina just headed upstairs to bed. Ellis was completely zonked out. Hopefully he will remain that way for the rest of the evening and in through the morning and everything. Hopefully he will sleep until at least 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. We've got a long day tomorrow. Duncan has a basketball game, and I, for very fun times, have D&D for the first time since Ellis was born. It was so much fun getting a chance to hang out with friends tonight. I haven't known them terribly long, but Christina has known Erica for I think several years now. I think they actually used to work together, and they're both involved in the church and everything, so it's just a couple that's about the same age as we are. They have a couple of kids. They're really great people. So it's awesome to get to spend time with another couple that, you know, similar interests and whatnot. And because Erica is gluten-free, Christina actually made these very, very delicious little brownies with almond flour and chocolate chips and white chocolate chips. And I think she actually called them blondies instead of brownies, but one way or the other, they're crumbly and they're delicious. And yes, I realize I said it's 11:40. Shush. But I think I'm just going to sort of relax tonight. I don't have any videos planned for this weekend. I have several videos I need to make, but I'm not going to be able to finish any of them up tonight. Probably not even going to have time to do anything about them tomorrow. So I'll get to work on them again on Sunday. May take some time in the middle of the day tomorrow to work on some things if I've got the time. But other than that, I'm just gonna kind of relax, take it kind of easy. I need a couple of days off. Be a good thing. Hope you guys enjoyed today. I definitely had an excellent day. As I've mentioned a few times before, you can tell my mental state by the state of my office and specifically the state of my desk. My office is a whole lot better than it's been in a long time, and my desk doesn't look half bad. All of my desks look pretty good now, so I'm definitely in a much better place. But again, thank you guys so much for spending the day with me and my family. Sorry I didn't pull the camera out when our friends were here. I just didn't really want to stick the camera in their face or anything without warning. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you again tomorrow.